he's not
But
a leader, man. The guy's not a leader.
Because who is the experience around there? Okay, I guess Giroud's experience.
It's Giroud, it's Azpilicueta, it's Willian, and I think
Willian don't strike me as that kind of guy.
No, you don't know. And that's the issue here, because you just have a lot of young
and then the manager is inexperienced as well.
Yeah, but that's what.
It's a lot of inexperience.
But that's what I even wanted to ask you, because
whereas Manchester United,
that's where I was gonna go. No.
But
back in '92, the class of '92. So was it Steve Bruce? So when that class,
I think was Mark Hughes, or we had sold him by then. I can't remember.
So Gary Pallister was it there? So basically, you had Steve Bruce.
We still had a lot of experience.
Pallister, and people, so you still had older heads who were seasoned, who could help usher in Nicky Botts, the Neville's, Beckham,
then we had
Giggs, and so forth.
So it's like we had those world class. We had the experienced heads, and we had the world class ability of the young players coming up. But they have to be nurtured. When you just have a bunch of young players thrown in, and if you remember, Giggs, whilst people say class of '92, he was in the Premier League before the rest of them. He was already playing Premier League football before them, so he already had that experience. It wasn't just.
Wait, so he was already
in the team, like from maybe the 1991 or something.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Sorry, I think when the Premier League started '92, I think he was already in.
Oh, okay.
The class of '92 came in the 1993-4 season, I think it was. So I think Giggs was already there for a year. But the difference with Manchester United, we've obviously Solskjaer's inexperience, and we're relying on Rashford, Martial, Dan James, for example. But it's important, and it shouldn't be looked down on that Ashley Young's been given the club captaincy, which means that when he plays, he's the captain. Cool, that's neither here nor there. He ain't gonna play much, but it means that the respect that he's gonna have from the dressing room. He's the captain. You look to him. Forget his football ability. No, but it's not about the football ability. It's not. It's really not. It's whether he plays or not. What can he? How can he inspire the team?
No. I think no. That is an issue, because
David De Gea, of course, he's been there since
Chelsea don't have a lead.
That's the thing.
Because even as much as I want to insult an Ashley Young, what I do say he has great character and leadership qualities. And for me, some of those things, those intangibles, are very important in the dressing room. Hence why I go back and say, how much does David Luiz leaving affect them? Because we know that David Luiz and William were very close. Yeah. And David Luiz is liked by everyone in that Chelsea dressing room. He's a very liked person. So when you're taking a very liked person away, because I don't know whether it was a power move. See, Lampard said, Luiz wanted to move on and everything. I think it's deeper than that. I think it may have been a power play by Lampard, and something went on there.
Who was your captain last year? Azpilicueta. Remember when that Kepa Sarri issue was happening?
Yeah.
Who went over to Kepa? David Luiz. Not the captain.
Yeah.
David Luiz was the mediator between Kepa and Sarri. Where was your captain?
Basically, when we were at
he was a captain without the
that's what I said to Terry at Fan Park. I said that Kepa incident told me that Azpilicueta is not a good captain, because that's when your captain should show leadership qualities and step in. The fact that it was David Luiz who stepped in, and that's where the issue lies. The real leader of that team is gone. There's no leader of the team. The spiritual leader of that team, because basically, I have like this Croatian friend at my workplace, and he told me that, because he knows a lot about the Croatian team. He said, like, Modric may be the captain who wears the armband, but the leader of the team is Mandzukic. So he said that behind closed doors, the guys that people look to, the spiritual leader behind the team is really Mandzukic. And he's the guy that brings everyone together. Much just the visual.
Who's the captain of France? Is it Griezmann?
Of France?
Yeah, who's the captain?
It's Lloris.
Hugo Lloris. But when we saw the dressing room, who was leading? Pogba.
So you see, Pogba is the spiritual leader. Lloris is just the guy that wears the armband. So every team, and sometimes the spiritual leader is the also captain, but sometimes the captain is not really the spiritual leader of the team. So, and trust me, you can have the most talented players, most quality players, and this is what I always talk about on my football court all the time. Psychology, for me, I think football is like 60% mental, 40% skill.
I would agree.
Because you can have all the skill in the world. If you don't have that mentality and you're not raising the morale of your team, you're going to be messed up. So my thing about this is that this Lampard and Chelsea, they should be worried. Be worried. Because don't be like, oh, it's only one game. No, be worried. Like, this
game exposed, especially that second half, exposed a lot of things about Chelsea that maybe Lampard wasn't aware. If he wasn't aware before, I think he
No. Because I think mainly, like, it just shows you the importance of Kante. Kante is hugely important because, you see, Jorginho is Sarri's boy. So I don't think that Jorginho fits into what Lampard wants to do. And you could see that Jorginho was struggling with the speed of the game because under Sarri it's more pass slow.
Yeah.
This is like
this
much
game
more
was,
direct.
This was an old-fashioned Premier League game. As a matter of fact, you could see by who the two managers are. These two managers played Premier League football in the 90s and 2000s.
There we go.
And this game represented
throwback.
It represented
But see, Jorginho couldn't deal with the speed of the play. I think Jorginho's playing style suits Sarri's playing style. So, but for Kante, who is much more athletic, reads the game far better. See, that is why Pep, a Rodri, a Busquets, a Fernandinho are so crucial for his games because he likes the guys to move forward a lot. But I need that guy who can read the game and make interceptions. Lampard, what this game showed, you need a guy who can make interceptions and read the game well and is athletic. That is not what Jorginho does. So, Chelsea, where did they finish?
6th.
No comments. So that's what I'm going into that. So basically, we'll just take some questions now from guys. So if you want to ask any questions before we go, so last